Good morning, everybody. What a great morning it is. Boy, it is the morning after the Super Bowl. And I got a lesson for you that I learned from watching the Super Bowl. So I want to share this morning's manna with you, and it has to do with last night's awesome game. So we're going to give Facebook Live an opportunity to pull our audience together, and then we're going to jump right into it. For those of you who may be joining us for the first, second, or third time and you don't remember, it's always the text, the talk, and the takeaway. I count it a privilege and an honor to be able to speak into your life every weekday morning about this same time, Central Standard Time, about 8 o'clock. And we want you to do a couple, three things. First of all, give us the comments, give us the likes, give us the hearts, so that we can know that we're speaking into your life. And then we also want to have you to share it. Share it so the word can get out, so others can get that manna, and don't be greedy with the manna. We're going to jump right into it. How do you handle a defeat? How do you handle a defeat? My God, last night, I don't know whether you watched the game or not. I certainly did. But how did you handle a defeat? And I saw some manna in the midst of all of that. Here's the text. The text is Job 13 and 15. Job says, "Though you slay me, yet will I trust you. Though you slay me, yet will I trust you." You know the story of Job. He is getting one defeat after another, after another. But he teaches us, how do we handle defeat? Because you're not going to win every time. What do you do when you are defeated? The first thing is our talk. The first thing is that you cannot attach your ego to your defeat. Don't attach your ego to your defeat. Colin Powell, former Secretary of State and former four-star general and Chief of Staff, Joint Chief of Staff, Chairman, he says this: do not attach your ego to your idea, because when the idea goes down, so will your ego. You cannot attach your ego to your defeat, because when you're defeated, then your ego will be also. And you need your ego to be able to get what you need to move forward for the next battle. So don't attach your ego to your defeat. The second thing is very similar, but it is much different in this way. Do not attach your ego. And here's the second thing. The second thing is this: don't be defined by your defeat. Don't be defined by your defeat. I'm wearing Russell Wilson's jersey this morning because I particularly like that team. I like the Cowboys and several other teams. And if you remember, a couple, 3 years ago, they lost similarly and right there at the end, and everybody was so bothered. Russell Wilson, how do you feel about this? And he says, I do not attach who I am. I'm not defined by this defeat. So when you're defeated, don't be defined by the defeat. That's just one defeat. Here's the third thing. Is that remember this, that there's always going to be another opportunity. There's always going to be another opportunity. That's just one defeat. It's just one defeat. So what's the takeaway? The takeaway this morning is we go back to Job. Job got double for his trouble because he determined what lessons he learned in his defeat. You've got to determine, what is the lesson I'm going to learn from the defeat that I just experienced? Once Job determined the lesson that he learned, and that is, at the very end of the story of Job, he prays for his friends. Every one of them that came against him, he prayed for them. And then the Lord doubled everything that he had from the beginning. Double for your trouble. So that is our lesson today. And we can learn from last night's game how we can learn from our defeats. How do we deal with defeats? That's this morning's message. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more morning manna. Make sure you share the manna. May the Lord bless you. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. Bye now.